Hello everyone who has ever seriously hurt themselves by sitting down the wrong way. I am BorderWise, and welcome back to From the Depths. And it's fight day. So, having completed the complete ship retrofit that we've been working on for some time, more than one person suggested that I test it against the Drakenslang. And I thought, you know what? Why not? It's an excuse to blow things up. The Drakenslang I consider to be slightly outdated now, simply because she's made mostly of wood, and the fire update happened, and you can imagine how well that's gonna go. And the complete ship retrofit really was made more for demonstration purposes than anything else. I don't consider her optimized in every single way, because if you want to jam everything, like as many different systems as possible into a ship in From the Depths, you're gonna end up with something, well, not perfect, but she's okay, I guess. And, we're gonna have these two shoot at each other, and we're gonna see what we can learn. The Drakenslang is almost certainly going to win, because there was a much more clear and specific purpose in mind for her, and also, she's a lot bigger, she's a lot more expensive, and also a lot faster than the complete ship. For those of you who don't remember the Drakenslang or haven't seen her, this is the Mark II. You can see here it says Mark II, over 2 million materials, and yeah, she's a long girl, and most of her length is just to jam giant propellers on, so that she can scoot around at a top speed of 91 meters per second. The complete ship, on the other hand, is 1.4 million materials, which they're actually closer in cost than I thought, and goes about 47 meters per second and is armed completely differently. So, Drakenslang, big APS, whole party mix of shells, big cram cannons in the back, and the complete ship has lots of different weapons. The whole point is that she's showing off basically all of them, or most of them. So we've got little seawares in the front, we have APS here, we have lasers, we have diff flak. The Drakenslang also has that, some simple weapon casements up here, particle cannon, and a cram cannon, lots of missiles, another seawares in the back, and lots of torpedoes, which are pretty much entirely useless against the Drakenslang, by the way, because the Drakenslang is almost completely out of the water when she moves, and she's too fast for torpedoes anyway. So, my money is that the complete ship is going to get Tyrannosaurus Shrek'd within 2 minutes, but we'll have to see if that's correct. So, here we go. Also, oh yeah, Draki 2 has a mortar. I kind of forgot about that. Let's see here. Yep, and first blood goes to Draki. The Drakenslang also has a bunch of missile interceptors, which means that missile volley is not gonna... Oh boy, this is probably gonna hurt a lot. Wow, poor thing couldn't even get its diff flak around in time. Actually, hang on, like, what did that cram... What did the... Oh, that's what the cram did. Wow, that... Okay, never mind. I was about to say that stood up better than I thought it would, but, it really did. It looked like a cram cannon, like, detonated. How has this happened? Whoa, okay. Damn. So, that's how strong... That must have been, like, one of the cram shells. It just zipped in. That's how the freaking HMS Hood got killed. Deacon's hell. So, yeah, it is not going to go very well for the complete ship. By the way, this is going to be the 1v1, but then we'll do a 2v2, because, like, you know, there's going to be a material imbalance anyway. Should have mentioned that. Did I mention that? I don't know. Time is fleeting, and is an illusion. Let's see how Draki's doing. Draki is doing absolutely fine. It's actually, I think it's the seawares, Why is something on fire there? Oh, it's the APS. That's what's happening. Okay, let's see if we can hitch a ride on a cram shell back over there. Oh yeah, you can also see that, like, Draki is way more maneuverable. She's just absolutely, like, owning the space, so to speak. Let's see if my money's on the correct. I'm guessing complete ship's gonna despawn within 2 minutes. And we're already roughly 1 minute in from the depths time. Oh dear. I mean, if there's massive distance like this, that's a bit of a problem. This is why mounting crabs on a very fast craft is actually a bit of an issue, is because you end up scuttling a long way away from the target, and then the crabs miss, and that sucks. Pew pew, pew pew. And I'm guessing that literally, yep, none of the... I don't think a single missile has actually managed to hit there, because there's too much. There's interceptors, there's sea whiz, there's lambs, all that kind of stuff. Draki 2 is pretty missile-proof. What was it? It was the Brimstone Rain that made me adjust the interceptors on her to be able to handle large missiles, so... yeah, the complete ship, I think all her weapons are disabled. No, except for this one little sea whiz back here. Wait, does she still have... She does. Although, let's see. Oh yeah, that particle cannon is still doing stuff. She's not out of the game yet. But looks like I was wrong. I think she's like a lot tougher than I gave her credit for. I guess the upgrades did help Deacon's hell. Never mind. Whoa, something exploded there. The ammo compartment. That's the problem with having so many missiles. On some... Oh my goodness, the mortar actually did something. That's how you know that this is an ass-kicking. But, lo and behold, the complete ship has lasted longer than I thought she would. It's like 2 minutes in, and she's not dead, but she's also basically unable to fight back, and the Draki hasn't even lost 1% health. So yeah, definitely 1v1. We knew that was going to happen. The real question is the 2v2. What's going to happen there? Also, those ammo compartments really could and should be better defended. Bit of a problem. Also, I don't remember where I put the fuel on this thing. I finished making this thing just the other day, but it completely went out of my brain. I put it... yeah, I have no idea where I put it. Oh dear. Poor complete ship. Absolutely not designed to take on the Drakenslang at all. And no, I'm not gonna, like, do more stuff to her to make it so that she can fight the Drakenslang, because that'll be too much work. I'd have to pretty much duct tape two of them together end to end. And now that I've said that, someone might very well say, yeah, you should do that. That would be really cool. Damn it, Draki. You need to get closer. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. There's that Super Cav APS doing what it does best. So what are we learning from this? Well, a material advantage of about, what's it, like 700,000 materials. It makes a big difference. But also, just fewer, bigger weapons is a little bit better than trying to have a variety of, like, I don't know. That's not a hard and fast rule. It's more of a guideline. But yeah, it's just the Drakenslang is just, I don't know, she's more specialized and more optimized. There was an actual goal in mind when I was building her. She was meant to take on the Gimli, and we kind of succeeded, because Draki Mark II ended up being evenly matched with the Gimli. Like, between me and Gmodism doing stuff, we found that, like, the Gimli won half the time, and the Draki won half the time, so yeah, that was good enough. But the complete ship was mainly designed, even the retrofit was designed as like a follow-along building guide. So yeah, different goal in mind leads to different results, I guess. Also the fact that, like, you know, Draki is just so much bigger. The particle cannon would probably have to be removed in order to make this thing better, because packs are good, but also they're really expensive and really material inefficient in terms of their damage, so yeah, that would be something to think about. Also, by the way, the whole reason this thing has not despawned yet is entirely because of these little custom rudder hydrofoils at the front, which means that it's constantly being pushed out of the water. And yeah, that's a very handy hint for keeping your stuff alive. It's just, she's not sinking. She's below 80% health, but she's not sinking. Look at Draki over there. Man, I like Draki. She's weird. I don't think I've ever seen anything remotely like her, like on the workshop or anything like that, or anything in the campaign, because who would be stupid enough to make something with so much, that is so flat and so long, so much other, like, almost arguably useless length, basically just to stick so many custom, like, prop azapods on it. Who would be stupid enough to do that? I don't know. Post down in the comments who you think would be stupid enough to do that. Oh dear, poor complete ship. She was never meant for this. She was never meant for this at all. Should I even bother with timestamps for this? Saying this is the 1v1 and then this is the 2v2. And if I... like, the timestamp for the 2v2... if it's like, I don't know, about 12 minutes into the video, people will probably be like, oh yeah, no, we know what happens. We know what happens and it does not go well. Does not go well for the complete ship. She's managed to last, like, I don't know, the better part of 5 minutes though, which is honestly not bad. Like, I think the Gimli would have killed her faster because the Gimli, I think the Gimli is just kind of better armed than the Drakenslang. And, yeah, well, the Gimli has a lot more guns is the thing. It's like, it's a trade-off, whether you have a few powerful guns or a whole bunch of smaller ones. The Gimli kind of has both. Draki mostly focuses on having 4 big turrets, and there we go. It's like, yeah, just shy of 5 minutes in, the complete ship is dead. So, unfortunate. Unfortunate for the complete ship. She did not even take 1% health off the Drakenslang. But now we can do the 2v2 and we can see how good the Drakenslang's missile defense is. Because that's the thing with the complete ship. That is another thing that inflates the cost of this. Is that Draki, the only missile she really has is missile interceptors. Which are defensive in nature and work really well for that. Whereas this guy has a whole bunch of torpedoes and regular missiles that kind of inflate her cost, especially against something with good missile defense. So let us go back to the setup and let us set this up in more interesting. So now you'll see that the complete ship retrofit, the reason I've done both 1v1 and 2v2 is because now the complete ship team has a significant material advantage. So let's see there, that's 2.1 million materials and that's 2.8, so about 600,000 materials, and we're gonna have to see. Also, I'm gonna put these guys some distance away from each other so they don't inevitably try and make sweet, sugary love on the battlefield, or the battle ocean? Is it still called the battlefield if it's like a naval battle? Like, it's not really a field, is it? Whoop. Alright, so here we have complete ship. Also, I think a lot of the, a fair amount of the engine power for the complete ship is actually focused on, like, missile decoys and stuff like that. Just look at that. Look at that. You can... Right. Here we go. If you two collide with each other, I'm going to be very, very sad. Right, so let's see... Also, the lambs on the complete ships are, like, really piddly. They're, like... They're not very good. There's going to be a collision here, like... Pretty bad collision. And First Blood is pretty even, actually. Let's see here. I want to see if any of these missiles manage to hit the target, because, Draki has good missile defense, but is it good enough, is the question. Wow, look at those propellers. Listen to those propellers spin. She might just outrun them, actually, which is, that's always helpful. Oh my goodness, she might just do that. Well, so much for freaking APN guidance. Alright, let's see here. Complete ships are still kind of making a mess. Oh yeah, and there's diff flak. That does make a difference, doesn't it? And giant as... It's interesting, there's not enough diff flak on this. Wow, a shield just managed to block a cram shell. That never happens. Alright, so immediately this is a lot better. They've managed to take 2% health off the Draki, and it's pretty even at the moment right now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, is Draki 2 still got small interceptors? I think, yeah, okay, well, never mind, she does. I was getting confused with the Draki 3, which will never be finished, by the way, because, you know... Maybe I should just, for giggles, just swap out all the wood on Draki 3 for alloy, and then, I don't know, finish her and make her look cool or something like that. Maybe I should do that. Draki 3 is not bad. Draki's not bad, in general, but, yeah. Let's see here... I think, yeah, I remember the biggest upgrade between the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 Drakenslang was just shuffling the internals around so it's more redundant. Multiple AIs, spread out engine compartments. And yeah, the reason, like, I don't really want to mess with Draki anymore, well, right there, you can see. We've got a bit of a fire situation over here. What the hell was that? That's a cramshell. Also, degraded mode, my old friend. I can't even tell really what's happening anymore. Whee! Who's winning? I can't tell. There's too much lag. And it's mostly because of the small interceptors. That was really stupid of me back in the day. Put small interceptors on this. Let's hit your ride on that cramshell. Let's see what's happening. Hey dude, are you steering funny? I think this guy might be completely immobilized. Oh, woohoo! Nope, you're not immobilized at all. You are turning. And you actually have, by the looks of it, a lot of your weapons still functional. Impressive! Let's go have a look over here. Oh my goodness, the missiles are actually landing. That never happens. What am I looking at? No, they're not land. Oh, I think... Wait a minute. Am I dumb as hell, or did I stick a radar decoy on the rear here? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. Look at that! It's, Draki is not having it all her own way this time. Shock horror! There's twice as much complete ship for her to shoot at. Although it looks like a lot of her health is just surface damage. And, yeah, although if that fire keeps spreading, it's going to literally burn her tail off, which is, bad. It's, not good. Alright, let's go hit your ride on this cramshell over here. Degraded mode is best mode. Degraded mode is best. Must sit up straight. I wasn't joking about the thing earlier. See, having your ship be mostly below the waterline, but still moving at a decent pace, very helpful. Very helpful for evading cram cannons. Also that... Wow, I need to stop being so rude about shield projectors, because those shield projectors are actually saving the complete ship's bacon a lot. It is very much helping. So I think Draki is still going to win this, but it's going to be... It's gonna be different. What exploded over there? Oh, I think that must have been diff flak. Whee! Yeah, the missiles are like, yeah, the missiles still aren't doing it. They're not doing it. They ain't doing it at all. Yep, and the cram is not big enough. This fire here is still going. Oh my goodness, that's bad. Look at that. Looks like... Alright, so don't underestimate the main guns over on the main APS on the complete ship, because it is actually managing to get through there. If it takes out the engines, Draki will be much slowed down and she won't have lasers anymore. So, whoa! Also the particle cannons. Can never forget about the particle cannons. So Draki does have a time limit here. She can't dilly-dally. She must kill these things, the complete ships, like, quick. Well, look at that. Someone... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, like, look at me, look at you being immune to crams. How damaged is this particle cannon? This particle cannon's just fine, by the looks of it. Yep, I don't see internal damage. The great thing about, like, even moderate diff flak is that, like, a damaged shell still does less damage. So, it can be the difference between an incoming Doomcram shell being your complete and utter doom, and not being your doom. Let's go... Nope. Let's go see how you're doing. Whee! Oh, those look like good hits. And... Oh my goodness, it actually did it. Holy crap. You actually did it. You actually managed to take out one of Draki's shells. That is impressive. Alright, so yeah, this is the long one. This is the long fight, for sure. And in a prolonged fight like this, I just realized that the incendiary shells that the complete ship is using, that's gonna pay off really well. And now, like... See, this is one thing I regret about Draki, is like when she is pointing towards the target, the front guns have a little bit of a problem aiming straight forward. This right here is why I kind of consider the Drakenslang obsolete, is, you can see there, like, I think this might have got hit just once by some incendiary shells, and it's like, it's almost taken the tail off completely. Look at that, look at what that's doing. Admittedly, it's not a big deal, because, like, most of that wood is just there for HP, mostly, but, and for have some... Wait, no, it's already... What am I saying? It's already caused, It's already caused one of the azopods to fall off, and, like... Hold on, let's see this. Whoops! Hold on. It's going to make this one fall off, too. Unless it's gone out now. Has it gone out? Did it go out? I think it's just gone out... Nope, it hasn't. It's just not rendering because degraded mode. Oh dear. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. If I slow the game down, are you going to be able to... Are we going to be able to see fun and activities? Nope. Oh boy. Oh lordy. That's so much fuel. See, I don't want to miss the moment that azopod falls off, because, Whoa, something just fell off. When did that fall off? Hold on. That came from the front. Oh, yep. Oh, no. Oh, dear. That's a problem. Oh, it's the laser. I keep forgetting that lasers can do that. Yeah, there's another azopod been lost. Yeah, see, this is a great... Well, I'm learning things. I was learning I was right, is that Draki's design is a little bit obsolete thanks to the fire update, because all that cheap hit points is also like cheap fuel for any fires that might start. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. No, the decal. What do we call it? Yeah, that's a problem. The era of wood spam craft isn't completely over, but because there's still uses for it, but like, yeah, you're gonna want to keep the wood spam below water, folks, because otherwise this happens. I should, you know, try just absolutely setting Draki on fire. I mean, I guess I'm doing that right now, so what am I even saying? Oh, you're sailing between. You're sailing between. Sailing between. Actually, I want to go see... Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The missiles are starting to land. They're still getting taken out fairly reliably, though. Let's see here. Degraded mode, my old friend. Whee! That bounces off the water. Well, my new battleship, I might need to rethink about that. Because of just how good it, like, just keeping most of your body below the waterline seems to be. Also, I just remembered that little Seawiz with the anti-munition warheads is actually okay at destroying wood, which is a bit of a problem for Draki, because she's got a lot of wood. Cue the jokes. Also, layers of wood in the armor, basically just as a fire hazard these days, so... let's not do it. Fire is a little bit like EMP. If you are prepared for it, it's no problem at all, really. But if you make certain design decisions, you can really screw yourself over. So really, honestly, what I should do is, if I did want to retrofit the Drakenslang, I'd make the deck alloy, obviously, but I would replace the belt armor, the wood in there, with stone, which is all more expensive. But yeah, also I think I'd just swap out the crams for more APS and just... I'm really a fan of Sabot frag right now. I was just showed that off in the last video I did with the Battleship Diary. Sabot frag is unexpectedly good, and, not to spoil anything, I've tested a 416mm 8-meter long version of that, and that's really good. The only problem is the shell has very little health, so lambs tend to eat it, but... you know, it's still good. Still pretty damn good. I think Draki is still gonna win, because you'll notice her main weapons are still mostly intact. Whee! Okay, that looked bad. Yeah, complete ship could not quite manage it. Same reasons like what I've been talking about before is, is that she's just, you know, she's, different purpose for each ship, and like, oh wow. Yeah, this poor girl, she's mostly disabled. I do remember, it's like, I feel that it's easy to get carried away in From the Depths if you never play the campaign, or adventure mode, or tournaments, or anything like that, and you mostly just hang out in the designer, as most people tend to do. It's easy to get carried away and thinking like, oh, bigger's always better, and like, you know, you gotta build the biggest thing possible. Not to talk smack on people who like doing that, so... but yeah, it's just bear in mind is that the Drakenslang is actually not really good for campaign stuff, simply because she's too big and too laggy, and she's just kind of overkill a lot of the time. I tried, I actually spawned her in my Caravonian Rebellion custom campaign playthrough. It's just, she just did not live up to the hype, really. Part of the reason for that is because I was using her against submarines, and yeah, she's not good against submarines because, like, even though she is super cav APS, not damage efficient against them, just not at all. Dear. Also, if you want a big monster ship to make fights quicker, if the ship is so damn big that it makes the game lag, you're not accomplishing that objective, are you? So, I do want to at some point go back to the Caravonian Rebellion and build, like, in a kind of style, so to speak, and not build anything bigger or meaner. Well, not build anything bigger at the very least than the craft we encountered, because we kind of just, like, steamrolled that campaign with the tungsten slung, so... yeah. That was not cool of me. Also, weren't enough canoes. I want to do, like... imagine, if you will, GDI, but canoes. GDI as in from Command & Conquer. That would be my goal for the Caravonian Rebellion. Another playthrough of that. Holy crap, something exploded. Oh no! Engines take it out! Engines take it out! She's sinking. Hold on. Are you actually disintegrating? Yes, you are. Looks like, yeah. Engines got taken out. Oh dear. Oh dear. Looks like Draki took this as well. And looks like it is all over by the screaming. Actually, I do want to just go, after this, hop into the designer, spawn in the complete ship, and just remove the large missiles and large torpedoes, which were completely ineffective against the Drakenslang, and just see how much of a cost difference that makes. Because that could be an interesting exercise. Remove that entirely. What would the difference be made? What would the difference be made? What difference would be made? Probably substantial. Okay. Boy, darn small interceptors. Why did I spam them? Why have I done this thing? Oh boy. Nope, wrong. Okay, fire again. Whee! Wow, I literally just caught a bullet. Whee! Little flak shell. Did you just ram this? You didn't, but you can just see here the difference in size as well, even though that... Well, alright, to be fair, most of the complete ship is now missing, but yeah. Draki's a big girl. More accurately, she's a long girl. She's long. She's got length, but not girth. Unfortunate. Not primed for pleasure, sorry. Why do I say things? I should just not say things. I should just, you know, have AI-generated freestyle rap over my videos instead. Oh dear. That would be awful, actually. Yep, and there go 2 turrets and a chunk of something that I'm going to assume was important. Oh, you poor girl. Oh, poor complete ship. Still gamely firing that cram cannon, which is heavily damaged. Oh boy. Just want to go see, like, how much speed the... Hold on, I don't need to do that. Hold on. If I can do this. Drakenslang Mark II, top speed, 91 meters per second. Current speed is like about 43 meters per second on average. So, yeah, no, like, she's hurt. She's lost some azopods. But yeah, that's why she has so many, is so she can lose some and still be, like, fast enough to, like, stay out of the water. Oh, dear. Jeez. The guns on the Drakenslang, I do have to say, are, I don't know. Maybe not my best work, I have no idea what that would be, but yeah, they absolutely do exactly what they were designed to do, which is, really make a mess. Supercavitation APS is, like, really something that you should never really underestimate. It's like, Supercav alone is just really makes APS the, like, pretty much still the objectively best weapon system from the depths, because it's so incredibly versatile, and it can do so much damage, and it can ignore armor, basically, so... AI dead! Damn! Headshot! Well, that does it for the actual fight portion of this video. Damn, oh, poor girl, jeez. You were never meant for this, but the people demanded blood. Or gasoline, I guess. What was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, APS just absolutely tears it. And honestly, like, you could play from the depths and use, like, APS could be the only weapon system you ever use, and you'd probably still do absolutely fine throughout the campaign, throughout adventure mode, even in tournaments, and yeah, unless the tournaments rules are specifically set up to favor other weapon types, then you might have a bad day. But anyway, I just want to hop into the designer. I want to see, just as a little bonus, just how much cheaper the complete ship would be if it had, like, no offensive missiles at all. So let's go here, complete ship. So it's about one... Alright, let's get exact numbers here. So remember this number. 1,430,228 materials. And if I go over here, and if I yeetus, deletus the torpedoes. So if I go here, delete. And if I go here, just make sure this is all gone. Delete. It is now, well, 1 million materials. So it still would be a 2-on-1 match to even things up a bit, but also I think I just dropped one of the... Nah, that's fine. That alone really would make it cheaper, and I guess also I'd lose the particle cannon and replace it with maybe another cram or something. Possibly lose the laser if I was going to ever do this fight again, which I'm not, by the way. But yeah, the complete ship is up on the workshop, so if you want to... Here's a little challenge for you watching. Entirely optional. It's not compulsory. Like, how on earth would it be compulsory? I can't affect your life at all, really. If you want to try retrofitting the complete ship so that she can actually take on the Drakenslang Mark II and win, be my guest. I'm not going to do that, but I would be quite curious to see if anyone can manage that. I'm certain there's people who can. People with, like, crazy skills. But on that note, yeah, that does it for this fight video. It's pretty much how I expected. But it was nice to get some confirmation and validation surrounding how the Draki is kind of outdated. Because you can imagine what would happen if she went up against something that, like, was really heavy on the lasers. And it would, like, burn her deck clean off and probably cause her to despawn from that alone. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters. Do follow me on my other channel, BorderRRR. It's fun. Other games there. And we should spawn in Draki for a side-by-side here. I should have done that at the beginning. Not sure why I didn't. And, I sit up straight. I sit up straight for back. Draki, Mark II. And the universe lags. And no one move, please. So you see there's a bit of a weight class difference. And a bit of a size difference. So yeah, is anyone surprised? I don't think so. Farewell!